joining me today, depending on when you watch this, whether it be live or as a replay, so you can kind of see some of the behind the scenes that goes into running virtual workshops. So I've been hosting virtual soap making workshops, and I have one coming up next week where they'll actually be using some herbs. Now, I know a lot of you are still looking for like special gifts or unique gifts that you can give out for the holidays. Well, how about a virtual soap class where you actually make your own handmade soap at home and I ship you an entire kit? So right above me, right here, is a link, which is bit.ly/virtual soap. And if you go there, that will take you to the registration page. Now I just need to move this because I feel like I am missing, yep, I'm missing your comments. Hello everyone. Thank you for being there. So, or being here with me. So these kits in particular are going to have 3 different herbs. One is calendula, another is rosebuds, and the other is eucalyptus. So they're the 3 that we will have. And this class has 25 attendees. So what I do is I kind of set myself up by putting all of the baggies here so that I am, hey Mary, whoop whoop. Whoop, whoop. So I set all of the bags up here so that I can do each herb and I know that I have the right amount. And so I'm just going to kind of count them out so that we have them. Hey, Miss Z. Hi, Real Kitchen Desires. Mary, were you at the Bloom workshop that we had? I'm going to do like a little commercial video so people can see kind of how they go behind the scenes. We typically do a workshop first, and then we have like virtual networking afterwards. I don't know if you guys know, not only am I a soap queen, but I'm a virtual technology queen as well. So we incorporate a lot of that in the workshops that we do. And I can't count and talk at the same time, so I'm going to just relax here. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 15. You know, this is a great job for Paige. 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. All right, so we get the 25 baggies. And then we will start with the calendula. No, girl, I've not been well. You're on the mend, though. Well, that's very good to hear. That is absolutely phenomenal to hear. So this is the bag of calendula that we will be using to disperse across the 25 bags. And so what I'll do is I'll just cut this open. And I kind of like to spread it out here just enough. And it smells so good, guys. It smells so good. This will naturally color the soap. You can actually infuse some olive oil with calendula to get some of those beneficial properties of the calendula in your soap or in your lotion, whatever you're using it for. And then I just kind of I want to make sure that there's enough petals, and then at least that they get one bud, so they can see the plant itself, especially with the calendula. And typically in our virtual workshops, everybody makes 2 pounds of soap. You won't need all of this herb. You probably need like a pinch of it, but I want you to be able to actually smell it, experience it, and all of that. So just enough to cover the bottom of the bag. And then we have to repeat that over and over and over again. So it kind of becomes pretty monotonous like that. So who all do we have here? I'm seeing 64 folks that are watching across the platforms. So if you are watching but you haven't said hello yet, normally this is when people leave when I say that. But if you haven't said hello or where you are watching from, now would be a good time so that I could say hello right back to you. If you are new to me, my name is Zakia Ringgold. I happen to be the owner of Natural Soap by Zakia, as well as Live Soap School and Virtual Experience Design. That is Miss Cheryl. Good morning. Miss Cheryl makes everybody hungry with all of her food postings. I'm just saying. And so what we're doing, if you are just now coming on, is I'm preparing for a soap making workshop. And this soap making workshop that we have coming up is incorporating herbs and essential oils. So they'll be using things like lavender essential oil, lemongrass essential oil, grapefruit essential oil, and then these herbs of calendula, rose petals, and eucalyptus, so they can understand some of the properties as we are making the soap. Yes, you are chefing it up over there, my dear. Completely chefing it up. I'm like, oh, you get me hungry every time, and then I have to go run for my Instant Pots and whatnot. I was driving yesterday to go and pick up some additional supplies. I ran out of soap kits. I ran out of herbs. And so, hello, Need a Lot Kid on the Periscope side. Very good to see you. And as I was driving, I was kind of blown away at the life that I've kind of created. And I was going to call this broadcast A Day in the Life. Because I typically get up at 5 in the morning and I'm going from 5 until about 10. I used to be able to go to 11. Not anymore. I think I'm getting older. And when I was seeing like just how much I was getting done, like as I was driving, listening to audiobooks on the way, trying to think of, okay, what haven't you thought of? Or what's a good idea for strategizing, all of that. And I was wondering, I said, well, when does it go to being like business instead of a job, right? Because supposedly the concept of a business is you have people working for you. You don't create like 50 jobs for yourself. I have literally created like a billion jobs for myself. Looks delicious. Yeah, so these are the calendula petals as well as some of the buds that we'll be using in our virtual soap making class. And so in order for those kits to be ready, I have to prepare the herbs so that when it comes time to pack the boxes, my aunt and my daughter will come, and then everything is just kind of laid out, and it becomes like a production line where it's just you pick up, and you do what you need. I know it's kind of early for some of my East Coast people who are probably still sleeping, and definitely my West Coast people. You guys are like, Zakia, not on duty. Not today. Not today. You love soup? Well, no soup for you, but I know that was probably a spell check. This is for the soap making workshop. Now, you could also use infused calendula in your lotion, right? But we're going to be using it to either decorate the soap or just to explore some of the properties of the calendula. And it's just a really nice aromatic experience when you go to open these baggies for the first time. If you've never smelt the dried herb, it's amazing. If you've never smelt it, it's really refreshing when you first open it up. And then, of course, because people are going to use this in their skincare products, Mary's laughing, I have my gloves on to pack them up in the baggies. That one has a lot of buds in there. And so we pretty much do that over and over and over again. We'll do the same thing for the rose. So here's the bag of the dried rose petals that we will be using that has petals and buds in there. Typically with rose petals, you can decorate the top of your soap. You don't really put it inside of your soap. It's really for decorating the top. You need something? Okay. All right. Paige is getting my attention. So hopefully when all of this is said and done, we will come back when the production line is ready to go, and you will see how we go about packing all of the kits and shipping them out today. Are you getting lots of dishes made using your new Instant Pot? I am, Mary. Okay, so yesterday I made, but I didn't use the Instant Pot. I used my Omni Plus, which is the oven version of it. So I made pork loin with that yesterday, and then I sauteed string beans, asparagus, orange pepper, onion, and garlic. And then I did some tom yum seasoning in there. And then after I sauteed all of those veggies together, after the pork loin was done, I put that on top of the bed of vegetables. It's on my Facebook page. It was incredible. It is absolutely delicious. You can have, I don't want it.
It's spicy.
I don't want it. Okay, she's trying to force me to have candy canes early in the morning. That's not what I want. So if you are interested in taking a virtual soap making class with me, I have 4 classes that are coming up after Christmas. So it's the perfect Christmas gift if you want to do it with friends and family. The dates are December 26th, 27th, 28th, and 29th. The 26th and the 27th are at 2 p.m. and the 28th and the 29th are at, don't start me lying, 7 p.m. And the link for additional information is right there. You do get an entire kit that comes out to you, and then we make the soap live together. And then there is a virtual networking opportunity afterwards where you get to meet everyone that you just made the soap with. And you get to learn a little bit about the essential oils, the herbs, and all of that good stuff. It's a great activity for family. And it's also just a good activity for expressing your creativity socially distant kind of way. So that is what I wanted to show you all and tell you about. Oh, you're coming. I'm so excited to have you. Listen, look out for herbs. Another thing that you guys can be doing now, if you're looking for stuff to do because you're stuck in the house, plant your own garden, right? And try out some different herbs. You can use herbs for skincare. A lot of people use fresh herbs for cooking. I haven't explored that version of my life yet in terms of using fresh herbs. But I do have some spices coming in that I'll be able to blend up some of my spices because I enjoyed doing that the first day with my Omni Plus convection oven. And the spices actually came out pretty good. It wasn't salty at all. And so that is what this is what I have for my morning, filling up all of these little sandwich baggies with the calendula, the eucalyptus, and the rose so that we can get our production line going. And then, yeah, I think I've talked about 6 different things on here. Biggest piece of advice is try and get yourself some herbs so that you can kind of see what nature intended. Try them out. Maybe plant yourself an herb garden. Maybe use your own fresh herbs for cooking. I haven't done that yet, but I hear that it works out really well. And then finally, if you're interested in taking a soap making class with me virtually and live, head to that link right there, which is bit.ly/virtual soap, and you'll be able to register. And it would be a really fun Christmas gift to yourself, to your friends, to your family, and it would be socially safe. So I'm Zakia Ringgold of LiveSoapSchool.com as well as NaturalSoapByZakia.com. I wish you all could smell what the soap, it's not necessarily soap yet, what the herbs are doing. It's a very intoxicating smell. It's earthy, right? Good job. Hey, Cynthia, good to see you. I'm about to get off because Paige needs to eat. Paige needs to eat something. Hey, hun, I didn't want to get out of bed this morning, LOL. Oh, I understand. I completely understand. Things that you're Mary, please get well. What do they say? Continue to stay hydrated. I have not been doing very well with staying hydrated. I drink maybe about hydrated. That means with water. I drink maybe about 2 to 3 cups of coffee a day. Then I do. And then Pepsi, I'll drink maybe 2 or 3 of those a day and very little water. Almost no water. So I have to really, really change that because my skin is completely screaming. I have all kinds of like bumps and whatnot. And this calendula may even help for that. Let's try and formulate something for that. But it doesn't matter how much you put on the outside of your skin, for sure. If you're not putting anything good in terms of the nutrients in the water, in trouble. Your skin will tell on you. And mine is shouting out right now like, no ma'am, you have not done what was required. So I am really going to go now. I'm Zakia. It was a great time seeing you all.
I'm Paige.
And there's Paige. And we'll talk to you all later when we go for packing all of the boxes so that they can ship out today and everybody will have them in time for next week. I hope you all have a fantastic weekend. And if I don't see you later, bye-bye. And if I do see you later, I'll see you soon. Bye, everybody.
Bye-bye.
And Miss Cheryl said hi, Paige, and Shelba said good morning.